Anybody here? Deputy Wheeler.
Well, well. Back in the world of the living.
How did I get here?
I put you here. Haven't quite made up my mind about you yet.
Wheeler, come on, you know me. Let me out.
You won't be going anywhere till I get some answers.
Start talking.
I don't know. Last thing I remember, I was in a greenhouse with Mayor Bartlett.
Sam Bartlett? That lunatic? Where is he? I got a couple of questions I'd like to ask him about what's been going on around here.
I don't know. Last I saw him, he was passed out drunk on the ground. He seemed fine. Can I go now?
Wow, Alex. You're a terrible liar. Now tell me where he is.
Well, you're not going to be able to ask him anything. He's dead.
Dead? Shit. Man, you better start telling me what you're up to, Alex. I want to know right now.
I'm just trying to find my brother, okay? I thought the mayor might know something. His son is missing too.
A lot of people are missing, but that doesn't give you the right to kill a man.
I didn't kill anybody.
Then what happened to Mayor Bartlett?
He said something about going home. Why don't you let me out of here and we'll go find him together?
How stupid do you think I am, Alex? I want to talk to him. Where is he?
Well, you're not going to be able to ask him anything. He's dead.
Dead? Shit. Man, you better start telling me what you're up to, Alex. I want to know right now.
I'm just trying to find my brother, okay? I thought the mayor might know something. His son is missing too.
A lot of people are missing, but that doesn't give you the right to kill a man.
I didn't kill anybody.
Then what happened to Mayor Bartlett? Shit.
I can't tell you what happened. You'll never believe me. Shit, I don't even believe me.
Alex, I can believe an awful lot. You just gotta trust me. Now tell me what happened.
It was some kind of creature,
Shit.
but worse than the others. It came to life out of the goddamn tree.
Shit.
That's what killed him.
Shit.
And that's the truth. I swear.
So you've seen the creatures too?
Shit.
He was drunk. He must have tripped on a tree root and impaled himself or something. That's the only way to explain it.
Now it sounds like you're lying to me and yourself. Tell me what you really saw.
It was some kind of creature, but worse than the others. It came to life out of the goddamn tree. That's what killed him. And that's the truth. I swear.
So you've seen the creatures too? We should get moving. I'm not sure it's safe here anymore. Follow me. Hurry up. Follow me. Looks clear. Stay close. I'm gonna check it out first. Shit, we're not going that way. Hold up, I gotta think. Listen, I think I know someone that can help us out. And the doctor is tied up in all the same shit as the mayor.
Doc Fitch?
Yeah, they all know a hell of a lot more than they're letting on. And I'm sick of being in the dark.
They? Who are you talking about?
No time for that now, Alex. Just trust me. We need to get to the doctor before something happens to him, too. Stand back. Come on, the exit is this way. This isn't good. Gears in the chief's office. Run that way. All right. Now! I don't think so.
Alex! Wheeler! Come in! I'm on my way to the sheriff's station! Something's after me!
Elle, head to the parking lot behind the station. We'll meet you there.
Clear a path in the lobby and break down the barricade. I'll cover you, okay?
All right.
Ready?
I can fly. I believe.
Hold it. Stop and shoot. I'm not here to fight. Thank God. Another human being. Great. It's like this is all some kind of a bad dream.
Yeah. Living a nightmare.
Whoa! Have you seen a little girl around here? Have you seen a little girl around here? Have you seen a little girl around here? Have you seen a little girl? Have you seen... Shut the fuck up.
right here. Come on.
Thanks. Alex, where's Wheeler?
I don't think he made it.
Come on. We need to find Dr. Finch.
We'll be safe underground. Come on.
Come on.
Shit!
Homecoming's shotgun is no different from the shotguns you'll see in most survival horror games. A shotgun has been in all Silent Hill titles except Silent Hill 4 and Shattered Memories. The gimmick with shotguns is, the closer you get, the more damage you do, which makes it perfect for survival horror titles. You'll also do more damage to a cone in front of you, so the more enemies that are in front of you, the better. By forcing the player to get close to enemies to effectively use the weapon, tension is increased while using the shotgun more so than if you were to use a weapon with greater range. Tension is further increased by limiting the amount of ammo you have with the shotgun, since running out of ammo when you're close to an enemy is pretty nerve-wracking. It's because of this that shotguns have a smaller ammo pool than other guns, and Homecoming certainly doesn't break the standard. Our shotgun is limited to 4 shells on normal and 3 on hard, meaning we'll have to choose our shots carefully. If done right, a well-placed shotgun blast will bring down most enemies in 1 or 2 hits. These hammerhead shark-looking guys are Schisms, who are pretty big pains in the ass. Well, Alex's ass. Wheeler eats them for breakfast. Schisms are interesting creatures mainly because of how they denote duality, as if their name didn't already tell you that. The way the head is split in 2, and how one of their hands is double-jointed and facing backwards, are intriguing elements of the schism. Also fascinating is its black crotch block, and its butt. The most prominent feature of the schism is its head, since everything else about it is fairly normal for a human male. If you look closely, you'll notice that the schism has 2 rows of teeth and a tongue sticking between the 2 slits of its head. It uses these in combat to bite at Alex, which does huge damage. But the biggest thing to notice about the schism's head is its resemblance to a pendulum. A pendulum is a torture device which is essentially a large blade that swings back and forth. Put to use, the blade sways above its victim and slowly lowers as time goes by, eventually cutting the victim in half. Despite being one of the most famous torture devices to come out of the Spanish Inquisition, whether or not the device was ever used, or real at all, is up for debate. The pendulum was first documented by Edgar Allan Poe in his fictional story, The Pit and the Pendulum. In it, a man is condemned to death and eventually finds himself underneath the device.
Looking upward, I surveyed the ceiling of my prison. It was some 30 or 40 feet overhead, and suspended therefrom was what appeared to be a huge pendulum, such as one might see on antique clocks. While I gazed at it, I fancied that I saw it move, ever so slightly. I watched it for some minutes, somewhat in fear, but more in wonder.
Many believe that Poe simply conjured up the pendulum for his story, which is backed up upon further examination of the device. In theory, the pendulum's blade is supposed to keep swinging and cutting its victim, but this isn't the case.
Because of the physics working against the pendulum, there is skepticism about its efficiency as an execution machine.
The sternum is a very strong, bony structure. It's probably about a half-inch thick, and it's so thick, in fact, that when people have open-heart surgery, a saw is used to cut it.
What we found was really the blade only got about an inch and a half into the flesh before it completely stopped, and it wasn't even hitting bone yet.
The pendulum makes for a great horror story and a legend to actually scare people. But with real-world physics and real-world building techniques, there is no way that this pendulum could do what the story said it could do.
Despite this, the pendulum could be a very effective method of mental torture. In Poe's story, the horror of a pendulum isn't just about being cut in half, rather that the only thing keeping it from doing so is time. The emphasis on time might be a reference to the swinging pendulum of a clock, such as those of a long case clock, aka a grandfather clock. I might be overthinking this a little bit, but Homecoming already places emphasis on time, what with all the clocks being stuck at 2:06. Perhaps the Schism's pendulum head is further emphasizing time. Anyway, those pendulum heads aren't just for show. Schisms use them as a very quick way to deal serious damage to Alex. Note the sound they make when they swing their heads. Sounds like a huge blade, doesn't it? Double Helix thought it'd be hilarious to show us that they're all a bunch of jerks by introducing us to not one, but several groups of schisms. If it were just one, we'd be fine since schisms are pansies one-on-one. They can be easily dealt with by strafing and baiting them into their long-range grab attack. If they don't connect with the grab, we can perform a charged attack, which will knock the schism over and make it vulnerable to another charged attack. If it does grab us, it'll do minimal initial damage as long as we mash the QTE. But if we don't... Holy fuck! In groups, schisms require more strategy. You don't have as much room for error, and they're quite quick, so running is usually the best option. If we're forced to tangle with these guys, we'll need to equip our knife and be relentless with either full knife combos or the uppercut combo, which is 2 light attacks followed by a hard attack. If we do anything other than attack or dodge, we're screwed since we'll be open to not 1, but 2 devastating attacks. It should be noted that the Schism's main attack, the head swing, is a frontal cleave that can not only hurt us, but the Schism's buddies as well. Anyway, if we can spare the ammo, we should use the shotgun. 2 shots from it and a Schism's down. This is Siam, the hardest non-boss enemy we'll come across. Aesthetically, Siam is an odd creature. Upon further examination, this one monster is actually 2 people, a man and a woman, strapped together in some sort of BDSM 4-legged race gone horribly wrong. Siam's very similar to Silent Hill 2's Mandarin and Silent Hill 3's Closer, though there are several notable differences. The first of which is that the main body of the Siam is a male, where both the Mandarin and the Closer had distinctly female forms. Both wore skirts, but the Siam is wearing military apparel. Visually, the Siam is closer to the Closer. This can be seen in their club-like hands, which serve as their main weapon. Symbolically, however, Siam has more in common with the Mandarin. Mandarins in Silent Hill 2 were interesting, mainly since you only came across them a limited number of times, and each time the Mandarin could easily be mistaken for a set piece. It's only when a Mandarin attacks you that it separates itself from its surroundings. This was all done on purpose. The Mandarin is supposed to evoke utter helplessness. They're unable to escape from the cages they're seen in, and if left alone, they'll just hang there forever. It's this feeling of helplessness that Homecoming seems to have been going for, but instead of being hung from a cage, the female form of the Siam is hanging from its male counterpart. This line of reasoning is backed up by the Xbox 360 achievement you get for killing a Siam. The achievement is called Shades of James, no doubt referring to Silent Hill 2's protagonist. In that game, James's wife Mary is crippled by a debilitating illness, leaving her helpless in regard to her fate. Sort of like how the female part of Siam is helpless to the will of the male part. Other achievements of note are Creeper Reaper, obtained after killing the first swarm, referring to the insects from the previous games in the film. And Eddie's Legacy, received after killing the first feral. Eddie was the large fellow from Silent Hill 2 who had a problem shooting football players' dogs. And football players. Siams are tanks. They can take a ton of damage and dish it out as well, but they're slow. Their main attack is swinging and thrusting their large clubbed hands. These attacks do a fair amount of damage, but are easy to avoid if you pay attention to the Siam's movements. This is made even easier by your choice of weapons since attacks on the Siam cause it to pause for a brief time. That means the faster the weapon we have, the more telegraphed Siam's moves become. That's why, if we choose to go toe-to-boot with the Siam, we'll always use the knife. Fighting a Siam is weird. One moment you're spamming knife attacks on the dude, the next moment he turns around and bolts, just to run back at you moments later. There's a reason for this though. Siam's female side takes twice the damage as its male side. When Siam begins to run away, we'll switch to a ranged weapon and shoot the female side as many times as we can. Siams are going to be the monster we'll save shotgun ammo for, since a few well-placed shotgun blasts to the female side will bring him down in no time. This is another reason the Shades of James achievement is called what it is. In Silent Hill 2, James is violent toward his wife, much like how Alex is violent toward the helpless female part of Siam. If we're unable to kill Siam when he runs away from us, it's important to run right back into melee with him. This is because Siam has very long-range attacks that are nigh impossible to dodge when we have range on the guy. It's very tempting to want to bait Siam into a lunge attack and spam attack his backside, but trust me, this isn't a good idea. Siam's attacks are too fast and wide. The best way to his vulnerable spot is by dodging around him in melee or just waiting for him to run away.
I believe I can fly. I believe.